everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So happy that you are here today, and I'm happy to be right here with you. I'll be sharing tip number 4 with you all today. Now, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I have been sharing faith-based tips and testimonies from one of my books titled Laugh to Remember. Essentially, it's a book that talks about laughter and its positive effects on individuals who are overcoming challenges with Alzheimer's and other related dementias. I took the word laugh and broke it into an acronym. So for each letter of that word, I've got a tip that you can use as you provide care for your loved one. So far, we've talked about listening, analyzing, understanding, and today we're going to talk about guidance. Guidance is so important when you're providing care for individuals, especially those who have cognitive challenges. What guidance is essentially is providing meaningful activities that give that individual a sense of purpose. You know, one of the main reasons that I've started this channel, and I believe one of the main reasons I've been called to start Paraclete Senior Care, is because here in America, we've had a tendency to put the senior population off into a corner like they are no longer of value. But that is far from the truth. Our seniors, no matter what frame of mind they are in, are valuable and have a big role to play in the success of our society and the success of our communities. They are so full of wisdom and experiences and things that we can learn from. And especially the Christian seniors. They've got some wisdom and knowledge that God's imparted to them over time that we can glean from, partake of, and utilize in our own personal lives. So part of my doing this is just to get the word out that they're important, and we need to continue to make sure that they are being honored in such a way that we hear their stories, that we make sure that we include them in our lives, and make sure that we show a vested interest in their life and know that they still have something to contribute that we can learn from, and that they can feel that they can help my generation and other generations with. So with that being said, guiding individuals and those who you provide care for in daily activities that provide them with a sense of purpose is going to help lessen any of those negative type of behaviors that you might have experienced. A lot of times, specifically with those who are overcoming challenges with dementia, they're having those behaviors because they don't have a routine. They don't have something to look forward to. They don't have something to keep their brains active and engaged. When they begin to get bored, then that leads to anxiety, that can lead to aggression and other negative behaviors because they have nothing to look forward to. So, but when you provide something for them that's meaningful, especially if it's something that they once were interested in or once were very good at, then that will help that individual to give them something to look forward to. For instance, maybe you have an individual who liked gardening or who does currently like gardening. Take time to go out and find some flowers, and even if you're going for a walk, ask them to talk to you about those flowers. Or if they can't talk to you about those flowers, smell those. Take time to stop and smell the roses, right? So just talk about those things. Have them put their hands in the soil, those type of things. There's all types of activities that can be done for individuals. Maybe an individual used to like to ride motorcycles. And so maybe it's finding pictures of that individual when they were on their motorcycle. Or maybe you're looking through a specific magazine that pertains to motorcycles. And that gives them opportunity to reminisce and or talk about their experience. Also, there's times where you can actually have someone, maybe you know someone with a motorcycle, and you can take them to go and look at it and talk about it, and they can actually go and touch it. Those type of things, things that were once meaningful for them, great. Make sure you engage those individuals in those type of activities. Many of our senior population spend a lot of their time volunteering and giving back to the community. Whether that maybe they were candy stripers at the local hospital, or maybe they worked at the Salvation Army, or maybe they did things with children. There's still opportunity to do those things. And so if you have children coming into a senior living community, or maybe you are not in a situation where the person you're providing care for is in a senior living community, maybe they're still at home, but they have opportunity to go out and do something for children, or maybe collect backpacks and deliver them at a local school. There's still that opportunity for them to do such things. Providing individuals with activities that provide them with a sense of purpose will enrich the lives of those who you're providing care for. It makes them feel needed, feel wanted, feel a part of. And we all want that, no matter what frame of mind we are in. One of the activities that I enjoyed most when I was life enrichment director at one of the senior living communities that I worked for, one of the activities I enjoyed most was our time of devotions. We would get together most every morning at about 10:30, and we would gather around in the common area, and we would start with a few hymns, traditional songs that the residents knew and could sing with me. And it would be one of the biggest parts of our days, where we would just start praising and worshiping and ushering in the presence of God. And after that, then we'd have time to read a daily devotional out of one of the books that were provided there for us. And then after that, we would take time to read scriptures. We spend a lot of times on Psalms 91, or I would pick out specific scriptures, maybe pertaining to strength, or maybe pertaining to joy. And we'd focus a week at a time reading those scriptures out loud together. I would type several scriptures out in bold print on paper and hand each individual their own copy. Now, whether they were all able to read along didn't matter. They all still deserve to be treated like they are in their right frame of mind. Most importantly, at the end of our time of devotions, we had opportunity to pray together. Many of those residents would pray for one another, they'd pray for their families, and they'd pray for our country. All of these things provided them with a sense of purpose. What was really fun was that most of those, or a good handful of those individuals at one point, were either deacons in their church, secretaries, Sunday school teachers, or just faithful members. And because they weren't able to get out and go to church like they once did on a regular basis, they had that to look forward to in our scheduled daily devotion time. That's what made it so special for me to lead them and guide them in that activity. With that being said, make sure that you put a plan together to guide the individuals that you are providing care for in something that's meaningful and provides them with a sense of purpose. I thank you for tuning in again to my channel. Please make sure to share, feel free to comment, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. Paraclete Senior Care. Make sure to look down in the description box below, as I'll leave a link to my website, paracleteseniorcare.com. Well, until next time, remember, the memory of the just is blessed. Bye-bye.